My favorite type of music is metal. To be more specific, the subgenre of thrash metal. I love Creator, Overkill, Megadeth, and just about anything that's fast. I'm also a big fan of death metal and have seen Cannibal Corpse play live quite a few times. With that said, I also love the Spice Girls. Spice World is a 1997 musical comedy from director Bob Spears. The movie opens looking like the intro to a James Bond movie. This is actually the first of many Bond references. Just in case you didn't know who the Spice Girls were, the movie introduces them. Mel B, aka Scary Spice, Emma, aka Baby Spice, Mel C, who I fucking love, aka Sporty Spice, Jerry, aka Ginger Spice, and Victoria, aka Posh Spice. It fades to the girls singing a live performance of their single Too Much. That's not exactly right. What it should say is based on an idea from the Spice Girls and Kim Fuller that they had while watching A Hard Day's Night. Ginger's outfit is full of words like mind power, supergirl, and female, but I think she could have found a better place to put the woman symbol. Putting it on her ass makes me think she's into butt sex, unless that's what she wanted me to think. The girls are having a conversation with their tour manager Clifford. They run into Elton John, who couldn't care less that 5 attractive girls are all over him. A director named Piers is following the girls around for 5 days, leading up to their first live concert at London's Royal Albert Hall. The girls go outside to a mob of screaming fans, and there I am. They get into their double-decker TARDIS bus and engage in some riveting conversation.
What? My boots, Jerry, you're wearing my boots. Oh yeah, I don't know how that happened. Typical Leo that is, isn't it? Borrowing stuff without even asking me. No, that's Capricorn.
Oi, don't you be starting on Capricorns.
That's it, you've had it. Oh, I have them back! No, I don't want it! Get off!
Oh, I like where this is going.
Excuse me!
Oh, what the hell? It's like a porn movie where they edited out all the porn. 2 screenwriters decide they're going to try and pitch their ideas for a Spice Girls movie to the girls' manager. Clifford is talking to his boss, the chief.
Do you want me to go after the paparazzi, Chief? I could start kicking your asses if you like. Stir things up a bit.
Well, there's no need for any stirring.
Perhaps shaken, not stirred. The chief tells him... I have no idea what he tells him.
When the speeding melon hits fall.
It is Christmas for the crows.
The girls are practicing, and how did this guy get in the band? What's his job, the bored finger snapper? Scary looks like she recently returned from the Matrix. The girl's friend Nicholas shows up and is very pregnant. Posh looks like Goth Spice here. Nicola tells the girls to just wait until they start having kids. And I think it'll look something like this.
That'd be really weird.
How my Gloria gets her clothes so dirty, I'll never know. Bless her.
Oh, my poor back.
I'm willing to bet that watching this scene is actually more painful than childbirth.
Come in. I need a wee.
She needs a wee? They weren't even invented yet. Kevin McMaxford, the head of the gossip paper The Daily Event, wants to dig up dirt on the girls and ruin their careers. And why the hell is it raining in here? Back in the Spice Bus, we get more inane banter from the girls.
All right, well, I'll move that fairground horse to there. Sort that out. You can't do that. Says who? Says Mr. Chess. It's been in the rules for thousands of years. Well, I'm going to break the rules and set this fairground horse free amongst all these little square fields like that.
The screenwriters meet with Clifford and pitch some terrible ideas.
The girls play 5 sisters whose parents disappeared during the January Harrods sale and were never seen again.
As if ripped from today's headlines.
The girls are tired of being looked at as stereotypical. Baby is always pouting, Posh is always modeling, Scary is always roaring.
The largest fish in the world is...
Sporty is always exercising, and Ginger is always having tits. The girls are at a photo shoot and decide to give themselves new characters. They do Charlie's Angels, John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, Wonder Woman, Marilyn Monroe, Honey Rider, and, Sheva? The girls then decide to play each other because how else are they going to pad the movie to the 90-minute mark? McMaxford hires Damien, the best paparazzi ever. The girls go to a press conference/party, and this is totally a guy in a dress. The girls are mingling with the people at the party. I don't think this guy is nervous. I think he's just looking for an exit because she's been yammering on for 2 straight hours.
I know, but the funny thing is, when we do meet men, sometimes they get all nervous and don't know what to say.
Things...
I don't care how good-looking she is, there's only so much you can listen to about girl power. During the interview, Damien gets Ginger giving an offhanded remark about the Pope.
But you do like boys, don't you, Jerry?
Come on, is the Pope a Catholic?
Clifford contacts the chief to get more advice that makes no sense.
When the rabbit of chaos is pursued by the ferret of disorder through the fields of anarchy, it is time to hang your pants on the hook of darkness.
The girls head to Milan to film a TV special. A bunch of guys show up while the girls are singing. Surprised Elton John didn't request to be in this scene.
Oh my.
Later that night, the girls are performing, and it gets really offensive. The girls head back to London. They pull the bus over so the girls can go pee in the woods, since all the toilets in the bus are broken.
Fix them! Listen, I love these girls, and I'll do anything for them. But I won't do that.
The girls are walking through the woods while Posh is flashing her high beams. Okay, seriously? A UFO lands? Either they're making this up as they go along, or the entire script was written on mushrooms. These are the worst alien costumes ever. The aliens look like Don King. They feel up scary and ask for tickets to their concert. Clifford asks the chief if the girls can have a day off, but he refuses. So they get sent to dance camp where they meet up with this guy. He does have some pretty sweet dance moves. He's even doing the Bill Cosby face. The girls go to sleep and, oh, please tell me Jason Voorhees is gonna show up. The girls all have nightmares, so they get together so they aren't scared. They chat about how they're afraid they're going to screw up the live show, and Damien is there to record them. He came out of the toilet, and the girls don't notice that the room stinks like shit. Clifford shows the girls the newspaper, and Ginger keeps mouthing the other girls' lines.
Look, if we take any notice of all that press, we go mad like you.
Then, more babble.
Anyway, when the male's courting the female, he goes up to her and pees on her.
R. Kelly? Posh looks intrigued by this. The screenwriters are back with Clifford and explain the concept of Spice Force 5. Bob Hoskins? This gets a pass, but he's embarrassed by Super Mario Brothers?
Girl power, equalization between the sexes.
A couple of kids win an afternoon with the Spice Girls. The girls take the kids on a speedboat and the film crew follows them. The boat almost crashes and dumps Posh and the kids overboard. Of course, Damien is there to report on the mess. Clifford yells at the girls about it and they storm out of the building. Is he intentionally dressed like a leprechaun? Clifford tells the chief the news.
The show will go on. Even if I have to round up 4 friends and personally dress up as Victoria.
I just figured it out. This has been Clifford's plan all along. The girls are all alone and reminiscing about how they got their start, which is in no way how they actually got their start. The girls sing their breakout hit Wannabe, and maybe that dance instructor was right. They suck at dancing. What is Posh even doing? The girls all meet up at the old coffee shop, but it's now closed. Oh good, another weird interlude. The girls are all being judged for making a bad single. Oh, if there was any justice in this world, this would happen to Kesha. The girls decide to take Nicola out dancing, because if there's one thing that pregnant girls want to do, it's dance. These lyrics don't make sense. The girls dance in the Mad Max Fetish Club until Nicola goes into labor. They get in the bus and rush her to the hospital. While in the hospital, some fans ask them to talk to their son, who's in a coma.
I don't know. Maybe we should just talk to him.
What are we gonna say?
Well, maybe you should take your top off, Jerry.
Shut up.
It's just a joke.
Anyway, there's not much point. He's got his eyes shut.
Behold the power of tits. The girls stay in the hospital with Nicola instead of being at the venue for the show. Clifford is panicking, so the screenwriters take this opportunity to talk to him again. Nicola has her baby, and of course it's a girl, so they can get this line out.
Now that is girl power.
From this point on, the screenwriters explain the movie to Clifford. So they're writing the movie about the movie while they're in the movie? What? The girls are leaving the hospital and run into Damien.
I'm wet already.
I don't want to think about Norm being wet. Okay, the show is starting any minute now, but no one's in their seats. Damien turns on Mick Maxwell. The girls rush back to the bus, but their driver isn't there, so Posh drives. The girls are on top of the bus, they're back in the bus, they jump a boat bridge.
It's incredible. It's expensive. Not necessarily.
They find a bomb in the bus and then finally make it to Albert Hall. The Rocky theme? This isn't Philly.
So this is the plan. The band starts up, the fans go wild, the lights come on, and I walk center stage and hang myself.
Well, this just got morbid. The girls show up just in time.
Where are the clothes? And where are the bacon butties?
Bacon boys? The girls come out and sing Spice Up Your Life to a packed house. What is going on with this guy? Clifford agrees with the screenwriters to make the movie. Posh seems to be having a lot of trouble standing. During the credit roll, they show some behind the scenes about the movie that they're going to make, about the movie that they just made, and I just broke my brain. In the early 90s, boy bands were huge. New Kids on the Block, Boyz II Men, and Color Me Badd were dominating the pop charts. The father-son management team of Bob and Chris Herbert jumped on the opportunity to create a female group to counter the overwhelming amount of boy bands. They placed an ad in a trade magazine looking for girls who could sing and dance. Over 400 girls showed up. They eventually got down to Victoria Adams, Mel C, Mel B, Jerry Halliwell, and Michelle Stevenson. Stevenson just wasn't working out, so she was fired from the band. She must be feeling like the fifth Beatle right about now. On a recommendation, they saw Emma Bunton, who fit in perfectly with the group. After their incredibly successful album, the producers had the idea to make a movie. The girls were being managed by Simon Fuller of American Idol fame. He had his brother Kim, a 3-time Emmy Award-nominated writer for The Tracy Ullman Show, to write the script. Not wanting to waste any time, they started filming on June 8, 1997, and wrapped August 1st. Despite poor critical reviews, the film did very well. It broke the record for highest-grossing debut for Super Bowl weekend. The cast in the film is insane. First you have Richard E. Grant, Alan Cumming, Roger Moore, Meat Loaf, Barry Humphries, Claire Rushbrook, Mark McKinney, and George Wendt. Then there's a slew of cameos. Jonathan Ross, Elvis Costello, Kevin McNally, Richard Bryars, Jason Fleming, Michael Barrymore, Stephen Fry, Bob Geldof, Elton John, Bob Hoskins, Jennifer Saunders, and Hugh Laurie. There's a couple of deleted scenes in the movie. When the girls were singing their cover of Leader of the Band, Gary Glitter came on stage. They had a very long scene with Gary Glitter, but when he was busted for child porn, they removed him from the film completely. Elton John had a great line at the end of his cameo that they cut for some reason.
Whew, damn. Never had me take that.
The girls wrote and recorded most of the songs for their album Spice World while filming the movie. Roger Moore was playing a goof on the villainous character of Blofeld from the Bond series. Blofeld had a white cat, and in this movie, Moore had a different white animal for each scene. His cameos were all filmed over the course of one day. Posh wanted to be a Bond girl, so the producers were hoping that by dressing her up like Ursula Anders, they might get her some attention. It did, but unfortunately all it showcased was that she's not a good actress. Miserable Out of Touch film critic Roger Ebert gave this movie 0.5 stars and called it one of his most hated films. How can anyone hate this movie? I'm a cranky asshole and I can't not enjoy it. The music's upbeat, the jokes are funny, and Sporty is so hot. Oh, and let me get this out there. Just because I like the Spice Girls does not mean that I like Justin Bieber. That kid sucks. I do, however, absolutely, positively love S Club 7. Yes, they made a movie. Yes, I own the DVD. Yes, I'll be reviewing it.